Hey guys, it's your girl Coach Nisi, and I'm going to show you how to take one image and turn it into multiple templates that will help you secure the bag, okay? So we're not going to overcomplicate this. We're not going to make it long and drawn out. No. So if you're new here, thank you for being here. And if you're old head, welcome back. So look, we're only going to use two platforms, ChatGPT and Canva. So let's get in ChatGPT. Oh, and by the way, you can use the free versions, okay? You can use the free versions on both. So let's get it in.
Open my Canva. I don't like doing a lot of typing. I like to talk to ChatGPT. Because if he hears my voice, if he understands, I don't have to keep typing back and forth what copying and pasting. I can just keep going till I get what I want. So let's go. Hey bestie, I need to create a back to school image. I want to start out with, I want to create a little girl. I want her to be hyper realistic, beautiful little girl, African American. I want her to have long brown dark hair. I want them to be in two ponytails. I want them to have her little barrettes in her hair. I want her eye color to be gray. I want her to be wearing a pink polo shirt trimmed in white, and I want her to wear a pink and white tennis skirt to match. I also want her to have a book bag on her back. Roughly, you can give me a pink book bag or black book bag. That's fine. It doesn't make a difference. I just wanted to tie into how she looks. I want her to be roughly like she's in the third grade. Um, I want her to wear matching Jordan sneakers to go with her outfit. I want her to have school books in her hand that say maybe the first day of school. And I want baby hairs around her edges. I want her to be happy. And let me see what you got. So it once you tell ChatGPT, and that's why I don't really like doing too much typing, because when you talk to it, you don't have to like go and be trying to fix words that you messed up or that you misspelled, or if you jump from her hair to her outfit and then you want to jump back to her hair again, you don't have to keep going back and forth. You can just pretty much do a brain dump. And then once takes in all the information, what it'll do is it'll give you the picture. So this is the picture of the little girl gave me. As you see, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. She has on her pink and white sneakers. They go with her outfit. She has on a black book bag. She's standing outside. I'm okay with that. She has her two ponytails. She has her click clack bows in. She is so adorable. So if you do not like the image that it gave you, you can always go back in and give it another script, and it'll just keep giving you images until you see something that you like. Now, with that being said, that's why I do have the paid version, because the free version is a little limited with how many images that you can produce. I'm not sure if it's images that you can produce within that day, or if it is like so many images that you can do at a time. Like I said, I do have the paid version, so I'm not sure. But right now, I'm okay with the image that I have. I like her. She's very cute. And so we're going to do something else. I'm going to hit this edit button, and we're going to edit this image. And all I'm going to say is something real simple. Bestie, can you please turn her into a cartoon character that I can add to my back to school template? So now what it's going to do is I asked it to take it from hyper realistic to cartoon. So it'll give me an image so I can pretty much kind of see where I want to go from here. If I want to keep going, or if I want to take the image and add or take away anything from the image. So the thing with ChatGPT, of course, we all got to wait for the image to create. And it usually just takes a few minutes to do it. It just usually doesn't take a lot of time. And again, if you're new to creating, if you're new to designing, you don't even have to worry about it, because pretty much all you're doing is a brain dump. All you're doing is just basically just telling it whatever you want. If you want her to have on black shoes, I want black shoes. If you want her to have on green and yellow short set, we're going to put her in a green and yellow short set. If you know, that's just what it does. So it'll give you whatever it is that you're looking for. You might have to do it a couple of times, but it will ultimately give you what you're looking for. It does take a few minutes. So we're just gonna wait while it's doing what it's doing. It's saying it's giving the final touches, the last tweak. I am so excited to see what it's gonna give me. Is she cute, cute? Is she cute, cute, y'all? Is she cute, cute? Look at that. She is cute, cute. Now, mind you, if we go back, this is not a real girl. This right here, this is an AI image that was created. So we could use her. Now, here's the thing that I love about ChatGPT. I never throw away any images because I never know what I want to use that image for. This is the hyper realistic. This is the cartoon version of her. I like her. So could you imagine you taking a picture of your actual child and then giving it to ChatGPT and telling it to turn it into a cartoon? And this is what you get. She's too cute. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm just going to use this one. You know what? Hold on. We're not going to use that. Let's do something else. Let's try something else. Bestie, can you do me a favor? Can you change? I don't want her to have all those curls in her hair. I don't like the back to school book that you gave me. Can we change her outfit up a little bit? I do want it to have the matching sneakers. I just do not like that particular outfit she has on. Give me something different. Give me a different hair color. Maybe change her hair color to black. Um, and you know what? Give me twins this time. Have them wearing different outfits. Maybe one could be wearing pink and white, and the other one can be wearing white and pink. So I just, changed the game up. So all I did was, again, like I said, it's just a brain dump. All you're doing is telling it what it is that you want. And again, if you don't like the images, you can just keep going back and forth in it and asking it for different things. Now, people tend to say, well, how do I know what I'm asking for? It's very simple. You just ask. All you're doing is telling it what you want. If you wanted to wear K-Swiss sneakers, if you say K-Swiss sneakers, it's going to give you K-Swiss sneakers. If you say give me glasses, oh, I should have said give me glasses. If you want to put glasses on a young lady, if you want to do boys, if you want it to be a sister and brother, what so have you, all you're gonna do is sit here and just say what it's gonna be. And it's just gonna, produce, whatever you like. Look at them. Tell me they not cute, cute. Look. Oh my God, they're so cute. Look. Hairstyle, she got the ribbons, she got the bobos, she has on just a polo shirt, she has on a jacket, she has on the cargo pants with the pink and white, she has on a tennis skirt with pink and white. They are twins. Oh, I'm gonna step the game up. Watch this. Move this. Bestie, can you change one of the girl's eyes to light gray, and then we're going to change the other little girl to dark gray eyes? Now, the thing about it is, I did ask for, I said gray eyes in the beginning. Because I'm doing twins in this series, I want to just make sure that you can tell they look alike, but you can see that they have their own identities as well. So with that being said, let's get ready to give me the first draft. And like I said, it does take a few minutes. You can change the color. You can change, they don't have to be African American. They can be Latino. They can be Asian. They can be Chinese. They can be just whatever you want them to be. This is just a fun class to show you guys how to create images. So it's very simple. Like I said, it's a brain dump. Don't stress it too much. Don't overthink it. It's a brain dump. So let's see what we got. Oh, look, she got the light gray eyes and she has the dark gray eyes. They cute. I think I like, I'm sorry. I think I liked them before. I think I like these. So what I'm going to do is, and like I said, the good thing with ChatGPT, all these images, you can use them somewhere for something and it'll store all your images for you. Since I like this one, I mean, I know I asked them for the light gray eyes, but I think the darker ones are making me love it just a little bit more. So this, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the image, and now I'm going to go over in Canva. When I go into Canva, I am going to go, I know it's going to do this. I don't want those. Those were other girls that I had created. I want to go over, and what I want to do is I want to come over here to custom designs, and I want to change pixels into inches because it's going to be for a notebook cover, a composition book cover, a notebook cover. So we're going to do this. We're going to do the standard size. We're going to do an 8 by 10, or you can do an 8 by 11, whichever one you like. I'm just going to do that one. And it's going to give me the image. Me pretty much, I really like using a black image. I mean, I'm sorry, a black background. Please excuse my fan if you guys hear. It is hot today. It is hot in the DMV, okay? It is hot. And I didn't want to turn my air on. Sorry, we're going to get back. Okay, so we're right here in the template design that I'm creating. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to elements. I am going to ask for lockers. We're going to do school lockers, even though I already have it pulled up. I want you guys to see firsthand what I'm doing. So school lockers, and it gives you all different kind of lockers. Now, the thing about it is it'll give you photos, graphics, videos, or frames. So if you're saying photos, it'll give you realistic photos. If you say graphics, it's going to give you like the cartoonish graphics. If you say videos, it's going to actually give you an actual video. But what I want is I want the pictures. So I'm going to go here. Oh, I like this pink. You know what? I want this pink. I'm going to do this pink. So, not that one. That one's going to be too big. Oh, is this the same one? Oh, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. I actually just like this one because it gives me a little just a little bit more that I can work with. I can shorten this and then, I'm sorry, okay, see, it's just long lockers on the side. I don't want long lockers on the side. Just little of the other side of the locker. We're going to make that a little bigger, and then we can bring this one over to the edges. And look, and you already have your background. You don't even have to do anything. Look, you don't have to do anything. You got your background. Background is already done. Mind you, even though I said it was for third grade, it could be third grade, fourth grade, pre-K, whatever. that you like. I like these lockers, so we're going to go with this one. What I'm going to do is, remember, I copied the young lady. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that image here. I'm going to give it, just make it a little bit bigger, and all I'm going to do is delete that background. And look at them. Oh my god, look at them. They're too cute. They're too cute. I hate this extra area. I hate to see people's backgrounds like that when you got the extra over. Look at them. They look like they're actually standing in school. Let me see something. So if I take this, you guys can flip them. Now, look at that. Like they actually standing there. Mind you, they're not there. I'm moving them. I actually put them there. So I just put them a little ways. I never really like putting them on the bottom of the screen, because if you put them right here on the bottom, I don't want their shoes to get cut off. So I just always kind of move them back a little bit. You can actually bring them in a little bit so they're not like so big, but as you see, that locker is a little tall, so I want to bring them up just a smidge. There we go. So they look like they can reach the locker. Now let me show you. You know what, I'm not gonna do that yet. Now we're gonna go, let's go out of there, and then we're gonna go into, I want a composition. Oh, I'm not even typing. A composition book frame. I just said book frame, but you can say logo. The composition book logo. Excuse me. Like I said, it's gonna give you all different kind of graphics. Let's see what they got. Let's just see what they got. This is the traditional one. But they will give you all different kinds. I actually just like the traditional one, so we're just gonna go with the traditional one, and we're gonna go here. If you look here, you see how that line comes down the middle. That means it's censored. I don't know what this is. I don't know where that came from. Um, Now, here's the issue. You see how I got her and I flipped it? Look at the wording. Look at the wording. So you always, and the numbers on her shirt. So you always got to be careful of when you flip them to make sure that the wording in it, image, the wording in the image is legible. So let's flip them back. I actually like it this way because you know what? She looks like she's standing real up against the locker. So I like that. Um, so we got the composition. I want it really big. Put that right there in the center. Now you don't have to just keep that in the center. You can move the composition label here. You can move it down. You can make it smaller and move it down here. Composition books don't always, the composition label doesn't always have to be right here in the middle. But for me, I am going to put it here in the middle. We're going to put it right there, make it centered, and then I'm going to oh, I want to go into text, and when I go into text, I am going to look for a fun text. I like that. I actually like that for real. I like that. But I wanna, no, I don't like that. I'm sorry. Just looking for something fun, a little fun text that we can put there. Um, I'm gonna ungroup this. I don't want the green, but I do like the neon part of it, even though you don't have to have it neon for that. And I'm just gonna say besties forever. Now, when you fix this so you can see it. Sorry, I didn't mean to move them. When I do the besties forever, I can actually put it here. And if I wanted to, you see how this is how, I'm sorry. You see how this space has a lot of space there. You just go up here to this advanced setting. This is the bar for the letters, and you can actually space out the letters and the lines. See, you can actually space out the letters and the lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the line because I don't want it that far apart from each other. And I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to change the green background. As you see, it's highlighted in green. We're going to put that in white. I'm sorry, in black. And then I'm going to go to elements. And then I'm going to, the intensity is already up. I can do it this way. Change. I don't really like that black. Let me see something real quick. Let me change it. I don't want that pink. Let's go down here because I really love when I can get some different colors. I love just mixing and matching colors all day long. To make it fun, to make the book look a little fun. I just like playing with different colors and things. Yeah. And I want to take elements, and that background, the outer part around that is black. So I want to bring it in just a little bit because I would love to put their names on it, but I don't want it to be like both of their names overpowering the book. So there you go. Look how fast that was. We did that in literally, I think we started maybe like 10 minutes ago. And look, you got a whole design right here. You got a whole cover. But wait, that's not where the magic stops. Watch this. Now, move this over just a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this center button and I am going to duplicate that picture. Now, you're saying, why did she duplicate the picture? Girl, this how you going to make your money, honey. You're going to make this money, honey. Okay? So we're going to take the image and we're going to hit the outer grid. When we hit that grid, it's hitting all points, which means it's showing all color, the main colors in this grid. So this is what I'm going to do. Watch this. We started with 1. We're at 2. I'm going to take this pink. Y'all wasn't ready, were y'all? Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all wasn't ready, honey. You wasn't ready. You wasn't ready. Let's take that. Since it's pink, let's put the outer layer. I don't really like that. I can do that. I think I can do that. I'm going to take, look, again, I hit the template grid and it's black and black and black. Black, black and white. I'm going to take that middle grid and I'm going to hit it with pink or put that back black, and we're going to take the outer portion and we're going to hit it as pink. Look at there. Look at there. Look what we did. Now, wait a minute. Look, you got a 2 for 1. You got a 2 for 1, people. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Watch this. I am going to duplicate this again. When I duplicate it this time, I am going to move. I'm not going to move her yet. First of all, we're going to go back in the main color grid. We're going to take this color grid and you know what? We're not going to go to color grid. We're not going to go to color grid. Yes, we are. We're going to go to color grid. Y'all weren't ready for that, were y'all? Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all thought I had to go all the way back to the color and change the lockers and change everything, didn't you? Hit you with that whammy, didn't you? That's a DMV mambo flavor. So now what I'm going to do is, guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take her out. Look what I did. I just took her completely out. I just took her completely out. Now, I can either have her standing next to the lockers. I can bring her in the middle, Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to take this out. I'm going to call her Shatori. We're going to call her Shatori. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take Shatori's name and we're going to change the font in her name. So let's go. Let's see. Because it got to be legible. People don't be just throwing her name up there any kind of way. It got to be legible so people can understand what the baby name is, okay? Now, if you don't want to do it that way, because you can go right here in the fonts and you can change the font to get a different name, or we can go into text. If I go into text, oh, you know what? I like this. Let me take this out. Let me take Shatori out. We're going to ungroup that. Think what I want to do. I think I want to take this one out and I want to use this one. We're going to bring that. We're gonna minimize that just a little bit, and I'm gonna restore her name. Shatori. When I double click it, look what happened. Now, I am going to take her name and then I'm gonna take that purple because I don't want it in purple. The outer layer of it. I didn't want it in purple. See how I just changed to white? I just changed it. But now I'm going to take the black part and I'm going to go up here where the colors are, the text colors, which is black. And we're going to change that. Add a little pink to it. I don't think I like that pink, y'all. I ain't even going to hold you. I don't like that pink. I'm going to go here. Oh, I like that. I like that. I just changed it with the gradient colors. So then now I'm going to go into elements and it has a curve. If you go right here, you'll see the curve. It has a curve. So you can take this line and you can just move that curve up. You can move it down. You can move it straight across. I like it straight across. Me personally, I do. I like it straight. But then the issue is I don't want it to block her legs. Now, what you can do is you can go back into effects. And the thickness is where the white is. Now, this right here, this is whatever color you're using. You can hit that. You can change it to any color that you want. I want to keep it white, but I want to make it just a little bit thicker because I didn't want the locker to blend in. So there we go. We got Miss Shatori right here. We're going to make this just a little bit, just a little bigger. And we're going to put that right there. But, are we done? You think we done? Look, though. Now we had the twins. We got the twins. They besties forever. Then we changed it up. We put them with the gray locker, besties forever. But then we put Shatori by herself, okay, with the purple. Now, here's the thing about this. I love a good color. I'm going to click on Shatori. And when I click on Shatori, it's going to give me the color palettes here. I'm going to take this pink. Y'all wasn't ready, were y'all? Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all wasn't ready. Uh-huh. See, y'all thought I had to go and take my girl, take her home and change her clothes, didn't you? Nope, don't got to change her clothes. Look, the hair bows are purple. Her book bag is purple. Her skirt is purple and white. Her shoes match her outfit. Stop playing. Stop playing with my girl, okay? So look, let's go back. We took Shatori and her twin sister. We took them and put them in pink outfits. Look, and they besties forever. We brought them down and made them same outfits, but all we did was we changed the background. But guess what else we can do here? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to take that pink. Y'all wasn't ready for that, were y'all? The white, now that's a lighter gray. That's a lighter gray. What? What? Y'all wasn't ready. Let's see with the darker gray. Tell me, why is her lips, my baby lips are gray like she got on lip gloss? Oh my God. We not, I don't like that. I don't like that, y'all. They too little to be wearing that lip gloss. They are too little to be wearing that lip gloss. But the outfits are popping, though. I have to admit, the outfits are popping. So let's go in. Let's go back in. Now, I just wanted to show you guys what the gray looks like. I actually like that. Now, here's the thing. If you want to keep that gray, I like the gray. You can go in gray. You can go right here where the color wheel is. If you hit that, look, you can move that where y'all can make it just a little bit darker for them. It's a little bit darker. Look. Y'all wasn't ready. Y'all look, y'all thought y'all had me, didn't you? You thought you had me. I shook the game. Look, I shook it. I shook it. I shook it. So we're gonna take the pink. We're gonna take that pink. We're gonna move that outer layer. I don't want it in black. I don't want it in gray because that gray is going to build. But what I can do is I can go in and I can keep that the outer image is black. And then what I could do is I can change. Let me go over here. Look, I can change that to whatever I want to give it just a little contrast of color, just a little. I don't want to take it out. I don't want to take it out its element. I don't want to do that. I just want to. I'm just playing with colors to see what I can do to kind of lighten that up, make it a little better. Now, if you don't like those colors, we can always go back up here. Now, let me move that box so y'all can kind of see what it is. So look, we can take that. What if I turned, I just wanted to change some of the the metals in there to give it a little bit more contrast. But look at that. I want to take this pink out. I really don't like too much of this pink. Now, if you hit change all, if you see here, if you hit change all, anything that's pink is going to change to this color. So I don't want to do that. Go back out, go back in, hit it one more time. And I don't really want it to be a deep color, but I do want it so it gives you just a little color variation to it, because you know one thing about twins, one is always going to be maybe a girly girl, and one may not be a girly girl. So I don't want to make it too much of like, oh, it's overpowering. I just want to let's take that black. I actually like that. I like that. Let me take the color grid of that gray. Look what we just did. Look what we just did. So we took them from pink, pink background, outfits, pink and white. Wording is a different color. We changed the whole game without taking any of the girls out, doing anything. We changed their outfits, we changed their color scheme, and guess what? Now you just sat here and bought your customer. You just gave your customer 2 different images. Wait a minute, we gave her 3 because we took Shatori and made her in here by herself. We put Shatori by herself in purple. Wait a minute, I know you don't think we done just up yet. And I kept that. I like this color here because I wanted to kind of fade in with that color as well. Look, her book bag is popping. Her shoes is matching. Everything look good. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to duplicate this again. This time, we're going to move we're going to move Shatori over. And we're going to bring her sister back. But this time, we're going to take Shatori out. Now, you can always duplicate it and then cut Shatori completely out, but I just really don't see the need. What I can do is I'm going to move this here, move her here. We're going to move, I'm sorry. We're going to move Shatori name, and we're going to put Shatori. I'm just going to say Shatori name right here for a second. Now, mind you, we already had Shatori in purple. She can't be in purple, and Twin can't be in purple either. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that color grid. Let's do something a little bit. I like that green. Y'all know I like that green. I like that green. Y'all wasn't ready. Let's go to Tori. Let's take this. Let's take her out of the purple, and we're going to put her. All the little girls. Yeah, I used to watch Cheetah Girls. I did. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to watch Cheetah Girls. Y'all wasn't ready for that denim look, were y'all? Y'all was not ready for that denim look. Y'all wasn't ready. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna go into my color grid. I just want to see something real quick. I'm gonna go over here. I don't really want her wearing. I did like that blue though. I do like that blue. Let me see. I just wanted to show y'all that. Y'all see I'm playing this middle. That is Tori. That's Shatori, okay? I'm sorry, that's not Shatori, that's Tori. I'm sorry. So the more that I play with the different tones and the different colors, it's gonna keep giving me something totally different. But like I said, I want to change this blue because I really don't. That blue is wearing on me. It's really wearing on me. Oh, look at that orange, y'all. Only thing I don't like is so close to that pink, though. You know, I'm a color girl. I love some popping colors, y'all. I do. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I love some popping colors. Because we already did pink. I do like that green though. I like odd colors, y'all. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. I just like odd colors. I do. Let me see. If I go here to my color grid, green. Oh, I like that. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I love any color that most people won't touch. I do. I like any color that the average person will not touch. Oh, look at that deep purple. That blue look good. I like that blue. I like colors that nobody is going to touch. Let's see, what about this yellow? I like colors that you're not going to see anywhere else. And if you know your hex colors, you can use hex colors as well. Let's see. Let me see if I go in this hex color. I want to see this red. I want to see this red, what it's going to give me. I like that. That's cute. Because it ain't bright, bright. Let me take this blue. Look at her. Look at her, y'all. Look. Everything popping. Now, let me go in. Let me take, because her name is not Shatori. This is Tori. I'm going to move Tori over here. Excuse me. I'm going to go back in here. We're going to check this out. I just want to put Tori. And then I want to go in and I want to change to white, but then I want to go into effects to give it that outline. See that? I want to take that gray. That gray ain't bad. Then I want to go back in and I want to booyah. Now look, we did one. Besties forever. Besties forever. So we went from pink to a little grayish with a little hint of red. Just a little hint or a hint of pink. Then we went to purple for Shatori. Then we went to like a burnt orange for Tori. And tell me that's not cute. Tell me that's not cute. Now look what you did. Look what you did. You gave your customer, both girls, look, one you got Tori, you got Shatori, you got them being best friends forever in a different color, shoes popping, outfit popping, shoes popping, outfit popping. Tell me that don't look good. Tell me it don't look good. Now, again, if you are a beginner, it's like you just saw what I just did. So if you are a beginner, you please don't think that you cannot do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can look. You can do whatever it is. All you have to do is play. All you have to do is play. I want some sparkles. Just want to see. I just want to see. I just look. I just love doing different things. Really can't see that. Oh, look at the bubbles. What if we did the bubbles? Ain't that cute? The little bubbles. I just wanted to see. I'm always doing something. I'm looking at something. If y'all hear my television, I do apologize. It just turned itself up and I don't have my remote beside me. And the thing about this is what look, this is what this is all about. This is the creative part of it. This is the creator's part of it. You do not have to sit here and have somebody telling you step by step, do this, do that, make this, make that. No, you just look, just get in and have some fun. Look, I personally myself, I love having fun. I personally love just doing things, having a good time with playing with things, creating things. You do not have to do what everybody else do. I always love for my stuff to be a little different. Um, and like I said, just think if you are doing this with your children, or um, you're doing this, you know, as a hobby, you're doing this to calm your mind, you're doing this to make just extra money. Like, why not? Now, oh, let me tell you guys this as well. I'm sorry, before I end this, you see how I'm okay. So right now, I just clicked the whole frame. I just clicked on it. It just gives you the whole frame. If, say, for instance, if you wanted to pull this and it kept pulling Tori or the name and everything in a whole, all you have to do is hit here, position, and it's going to take you over here and then arrangement. But then what you really want to hit is layers. So if I wanted to click on anything and I didn't want to touch something else, look, I didn't even, if I wanted to just touch that box and I don't want to touch anything else, I just want to touch the frame, nothing else. But I want that star. I can't get to the star because all of this is so close. Just go into layers and just click on it. Take you and open the box up for that item, and you can just go right ahead and play with it right then and there. You can position, range. I'm gonna bring it forward. I don't like that. I thought I did. I don't like it. But that is it, guys. So you started out with ChatGPT. Let me see, can I get back to it? You started out with ChatGPT. You started out with a prompt. And a prompt is nothing but a brain dump. Truthfully, that's all what it is. That's all what a prompt is. It's a brain dump. So we went from a hyper realistic girl to it gave us the cartoon version of her. All I did was when I went to the cartoon version, I like her. There was nothing wrong with her. There was nothing wrong with her. All I wanted to do was change because I didn't like all the curls. So I went back in. I asked ChatGPT, can you take her hair and don't have all the curls? I changed her outfit. I didn't want it so pink, so I just asked for another color. I changed her eye color, and then I asked for twins, and then it gave me those two beautiful girls. So once I got the girls, I took ChatGPT, right clicked, I copied the image, or and I'm doing this on my HP laptop. If you were doing it on your iPad, usually I'm working on my iPad. um I can take my iPad and I can actually just um copy the screenshot the image, and I could take the screenshotted image and take it right into Canva and then put it in there. If you do it that way, you would have to take it into Canva. You would have to download, you would have to take it in Canva. I'm sorry, you would have to screenshot it on your iPad. You would have to screenshot it hit uploads. When you hit uploads, it's going, then you would say upload files. When you click upload files, it will take you into, it's not going to do it here because I'm not on my iPad, but it would take you into a screen will come up and it will show you all the images that you have that you want. You would just click on that image and then click upload, and then it will upload it right here into your gallery. So that is it, guys, for me today. Oh, let me do one more thing here. Let me put, I like naming my files. Back to school. Composition, book. So that's it. That's actually it, guys. So, we got the composition, backgrounds. And again, if I want to sell it, I can lock it. I can, page is locked. Only way that I would be able to do anything, I can't move this, I can't do anything. I would have to physically unlock it, which is here. Unlock it, and now I can move anything around that I want. Also remember, so we did the composition part. We took the locker background. If you notice, the little girls aren't moving. It's just the lockers that are moving. So you can change those lockers. As you see, we changed them in different colors, whatever you want. So you can change the lockers. You can change the little girls. We went from 2 twins. We changed the colors of their outfits without going in and changing anything. We only changed the color palettes. Then we went in, we added their names. We changed the locker colors, the palettes, their outfits. We never had to pull in another girl, anything like that. It's the same 2 little girls. So, let me show you a trick. Let me show you this. Watch this. I'm sorry, I should have did this before. I am going to duplicate this. If I want her walking, I can turn the intensity down. I can have her walking, but that's not what I wanted to do. I promise you guys, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me put her back up where she was. What I wanted to do was, I'm sorry, I wanted to move her here. I'm sorry, I wanted to move her here and bring her sister back. And look, they in the same outfits again. I wanted to take her here and I wanted to take the intensity down for her sister. So I can have her sister, I can minimize her sister. Have her sister, let me bring her up just a little bit. And I'm going to cut her off. The reason why I cut her off, because I wanted to look like she's coming in frame. And then I could take this. We're going to go to position. Oh, it did it. It brought her forward. Oh, no, it did. I'm sorry. We're going to go here. We're going to go position. We're going to bring her name forward. We're going to bring her back here. There we go. Now you can actually cut her off a little bit more. So now she looks like she's coming into frame with her sister. If you really wanted to. She looks like she's coming around a corner. Let me move her over just a little bit. She looks like she's coming in the frame, like she's walking in. But I just wanted to show you guys that trick. I'm gonna take her out though, because I want Tori to have her own like Shatori has her own. So there you go, guys. Very simple, very simple. Look, and I think you physically designed for maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And everything else was just playing with colors. So that's how easy it is to design. So thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys like what we created today. Once again, you can actually take these images and you can either sell them to clients. You can keep them for yourself. You can actually take them, put a collage together, sell them on your website as a bundle. You can take this, mind you, this same template. You can take the template if you want. You can do this. You can make this a composition book. You can take the composition off, leave it here. You can add something in the middle. And then what you could do is you could just put it on a Tumblr. So Tori actually has a composition book and a Tumblr. So it's not hard to do. Look, thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Move that over a little bit. I thank you guys. I do appreciate it. You guys being here. I hope you like what we created today. I hope you had fun. I hope it was easy for you guys. Once again, if you are new, thank you for being here. And if you have been with me for a minute, thank you for coming back, taking time to spend with us today. So one other thing, if you like this, please make sure you go to Facebook and look for the Taylor Dreamz Creators Den. And I'm going to show you all kind of tips and tricks that you can do in the community. It's a free community. And I also put templates. I put images in there for you guys to get as freebies that you like. So please, if you like this, please copy it. Send it to somebody that needs help. Share it. And I will see you in the next go around. Have a good one.